Hi moms, Rachel here, and I'm here to talk to you today about running and mom guilt. So this is for you if you are a mom who runs, or a mom who exercises, or a mom who takes time for herself, which every mom should be doing, but sometimes is really, really hard to do because there's an element of guilt attached to that. So some backstory here. I recently posted a story about getting up in the mornings with my two kids and how I have to wake them and get everybody ready and out the door so that I can get my run in. And it can be sort of hectic in the mornings. And I got a question from somebody, and she said to me, she said, "Do you ever feel guilty for waking your kids up early in the morning?" And I kind of thought about that. And right now, with my two kids, I don't feel guilty. I don't, because running is important to me and it's a part of my life. It's been a part of my life for the last 15 years. And it's important for my mental health. I feel so much better when I get out and run, and it's important for my physical health too. After I had my son, he's now 3. After I had him, I would say yes, I felt guilty. I felt really guilty because I didn't want more time away from him. Um, my husband offered and still offers, oh, you can go for a run, on your own. And I don't want to because I want to be with my kids. And um, I don't want to take more time away from them. So, at first when I went back to work and I tried running on the treadmill, that was fun. That was like off and on because he was fussy and didn't want to be put down at all. So it was like not a quality. I mean, I guess you could call it interval training, but it wasn't a continuous run, and he didn't really enjoy not being with mom, so that didn't really work so great. And I could have said, oh well, I'm just not going to run, but then that's not great for me. That's not great for my health. um, so my solution to that was to take him in the jogging stroller, and by going for a run together, I didn't feel like I was taking away time from him. We were doing it together. I'm not necessarily holding him, but I'm pushing him, and we're out together. We're out, enjoying the weather. We're out looking at the scenery, starting our day together, and he used to, when he was little, get up really early, so I didn't really have to wake him in the mornings. Some mornings we were up at 4:30, which was always great. Um, but other mornings, he was, fussy in the early hours of the morning, and then didn't fall asleep until 4:30. And so by the time it was time for us to get up, he was tired, and I did have to wake him to get out the door. Um, so that, it can be a challenge to do that, to get your kids up when they're not really ready. And even now, some mornings he wakes up at, some mornings it's 5:30. My infant, she is she's always up at 5:30 now. It's kind of like routine, so she knows that we get up at that time. My son, on the other hand, depending on like his nap or whatever, sometimes he sleeps a bit later. So like on our non-run days, I certainly let him sleep in. But the days that we run, I go in there and I wake him up. It's, around 6 o'clock or so. We get dressed and we go, and he does protest a little bit, but for the most part, he knows that it's part of the routine, and he enjoys going for our runs. And even on the days now that we don't run, he says, why aren't we going for a run? So he definitely looks forward to it. It's great. It's great for your kids to see you doing something that you love, to see you exercising, to see you taking care of yourself. Um, if you run with them, and I know running with your kids is not for all moms. Some moms like to run on their own, and that's fine too. But when you run with your kids, it's a shared experience. My son and I, we chat the whole time. We take in the sights, we take in the sounds, we admire the day and the weather, and we talk about what's coming up, next when we get home, or the rest of the week. And my daughter, who's 7 months now, she's chill. I mean, she loves it. We just go outside, and she's looking around the whole time. Even one of my neighbors said that to me one day. She's like, "Wow, your daughter, she seems like she really enjoys run, she's so alert and just looking around. So you know what, it's great for your kids to get out with you if you decide to do that. If you decide to go out solo, that's great too. You know, like I said, it's not for everybody to run with your kids, but they're also seeing you get ready for your run. They're seeing you go out for your run. They're seeing how you feel when you come back from your run. You know, for a lot of us moms, it helps us with our patience with our kids, and that we're in a better mindset when we get back from our run. And so we're showing our kids that it's important to do those things. It's important to go for a run. It's important to take care of ourselves, to get exercise, and all of those good things. So do I feel guilty, you know, waking up my kids? I know that they both get naps during the day, whether they're home with us on the weekend, or whether they're at daycare, they have, you know, quiet time and nap time. If they're especially tired, then we aim for an earlier bedtime. And on days that I don't run, I let them, you know, if they let me, sleep in a little bit. So some days I get up with my daughter and we exercise in the basement, and I let my son sleep, and he sleeps until 7 or 7:30. So I don't feel guilty for waking them up on the other days, because it's a really fun and it's a meaningful time for all of us. And my son really looks forward to it, and I know my daughter really enjoys it as well. So don't feel guilty for taking time for yourself, because it's important to take care of yourself as a mom. You've got enough other stuff going on between kids and work and family and household and everything else. So taking those, you know, 30 minutes or 60 minutes, or if you're training for longer distance events and you're doing, you know, hours long training, don't feel guilty for taking that time, because it's important for you and for your health, so that you can take care of them and their health.